Guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you are doing well. So how to withdraw an application? It could be any application when your application is in process, obviously, and you have received a procedural fairness letter. This is the most common question. Let's deep dive into it. I'm Niladri Mukherjee. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. So technically speaking, you cannot and you should not withdraw an application after you have received a procedural fairness letter, simply because this application after a PFL has been issued is in the active review stage, and IRCC and the Canadian immigration law clearly says that the officer has a discretion and a right to make a decision not to sort of consider your withdrawal request and make a decision on that application based on the merit on the case. If you are requesting a withdrawal of that application, which basically means that you're not answering to the procedural fairness letter, and a non-answer to the procedural fairness letter by default implies that the officer is able to make a decision based on the information that the officer has on file, which would definitely lead to a refusal of that application, and you don't want a ban to be given along with the refusal. This is more true for our super visa applications for the parents when they receive a procedural fairness letter citing excessive demand, and then the children tend to think that, well, if I withdraw that application, the problem will be solved once and for all. It is really not solved once and for all, and therefore, particularly for a super visa application, you should ensure that your parents are disease free. Get them checked medically before lodging that application to potentially not to get into this kind of a problem. But even if you've received a PFL, it could be any PFL. Withdrawal is 99% of the times it's not an option. You can always raise a web form or send the request through the portal, but I could assure you that probably IRCC is not looking to pay attention to this, and they're going to make a decision based on the information have on file. So this is something to keep in mind before you place a request, because a withdrawal request means a non-response to the PFL as well, which is quite dangerous, right? If you need professional assistance, more than welcome to hop into the website nuvonation.ca, book a session with me, and we could discuss in detail. Hope this helps. Bye now.